Graham Chappell, music instructor. Dan Schumann, marching instructor. Brendan Rogers, instructor. Alicia Wilby, guard instructor. Angela Laurie, guard assistant. And Alexa McGarva, guard assistant. Special thanks to the Shamokin Area School Board, administration, and the Shamokin Area Band and Orchestra Boosters for their continued support. Now we ask that you please sit back, relax, and enjoy the sights and sounds of the 2024 Shamokin Area High School Indian Marching Band, the pride of the coal region.
Your attention, please. There's a white Subaru, license plate LGL 1903. You left your lights on. A white Subaru, license plate LGL 1903. You left your lights on. Some more families that have donated to the Thursday night team dinners on behalf of the Hillside coaches: the Paul family, Chesneys, Pfeiffers, Oxenrider, Lowry, the Donnets, Wilson, Gressy, Taylor, Schaefer, Walsh, Fairland, Montgomery, Zawalik, and Rostock families. Thank you for your patronage throughout the season. Your officials here tonight: referee Matt Fry, umpire Mark Bennigan, linesman Brian Metzger, line judge Aaron Jamin, field judge Joe Jadwanski, side judge JT Knoll, back judge Brian McDonald. Some more sponsors who are with us once again for game sponsorship: affordable restroom rentals, the Rumberger family, Clarks Grove Church, Budget Roofing, iSense, Greenworks, Wasser's Farm Market, Shamokin Area Education Foundation, Shamokin Shirt Company, Star, Sunbury Motors, Studio 207, and Lauer Media Group. Your attention, please. The Shamokin Area School District and the District 4 family of schools would like to offer condolences to the family of Alec Richard and the Shikellamy School District. Alec was a sixth grade student and a member of the Shikellamy Elementary football program. Alec battled Ewing sarcoma for 2 years. We ask at this time for a moment of silence. Thank you. Tentative starters for the Indians tonight at quarterback, Logan Steele. Running backs will be Jace Dink and Sakeem Clinton. Wideouts, Chase Pencil, Rylan Price, and Ben Delbo. Tyke are actually Bobby Whitmer at one tackle, Bryce Chicatano at the other. Chase Anderson and Blake Hockenbrock will be the guards. Isaac Glover will be the center. Ryan Bickert will also see time at running back. On defense, Blake Hockenbrock and Glover will be down linemen. Linebackers, Akeem Clinton, Xavier Paul, William Montgomery, and Caden Parker. The corners, Andre Bell and Ryan Bickert. Safeties, Chase Pencil and Logan Steele.
The guy that does the kicking off is Andel Logan.
Good evening, football fans, and welcome to yet another edition of Shamokin Area Football, courtesy of Shamokin Area TV on YouTube. Tonight's live stream was made possible by the Forest Hills Fire Company, and we thank you for making this live stream possible. Down below, we bring you back to the gorgeous Bridie Ruane Field at Kemp Memorial Stadium on this rather chilly Friday evening as the undefeated District 4 champion Shamokin Indians play host to the District 6 champion and unfamiliar foe, the Juniata Indians. We welcome you inside the broadcast booth. I'm Connor Phoenix, joined alongside the legend, Coach Joe Haddock. Once again, we're going to be taking you through tonight's action, but I'm not really sure, Joe, if it's going to trump last week's Instant Classic District Championship win over Jersey Shore in overtime, 28-27.
Thank you, Connor. Glad to be back here. This is 3 weeks in a row now that we're doing these live streams here. Hope everybody's enjoying it out there. And listen, we must be doing something right? You know, the main question I got all week, I said, can this game this week replicate the game we had that week? I said, I hope not, you know, because that was a really heart-wrenching,
even on the winning side.
Yep, on the winning side, on the winning side. And it was one of those high school football games that you'll probably, if you had a chance to experience it, it was one of the most amazing football games, that you ever saw. But right now we're in unfamiliar territory,
Unfamiliar territory.
Here we are in the state football playoffs for the first time since 2011. Playing a very, very formidable opponent. They are District 6 champions, for a reason. They're 8-3. On paper, it looks like Shamokin could be a heavy favorite in this game, but you just never know.
It's the state playoffs. Everybody's good now, and that Jersey Shore game. I'm still riding high up here. We're still riding high up here in the booth, but folks, there's a lot of football left to be played. At least 4 games left on the Indian schedule, but this one here, this is the last home game for the Shamokin Indians of the 2024 season. Win or lose, it is the last home game. So Shamokin just trying to defend their home turf tonight for the last time, make a statement, show up early, and hopefully get a win for the right to play Southern Lehigh next weekend.
Yes, this got to be a special night for the seniors on this ball club. They're the ones that have been here through thick and thin with this football team, Connor. Been here through Coach Persing's first year, last year. Have really been a staple, to this ball club, these seniors. And hopefully they can leave the field here tonight with a W, their last game here at Kemp. And it's got to be an emotional time for them, for the last home game here, for these seniors. So
I want to take you guys, the viewers out there, through the last sequence of the last play of the game against Jersey Shore. Last Friday night. So much was going on all at once, Joe. Shamokin, questionable non-offsides call, or non-call that didn't get called. I know that was a topic of discussion this whole week, is that Shamokin was offsides. At least the Jersey Shore fans were saying that, but Ryan Bickert broke through. He either jumped the line or broke through and almost blocked the kick. I thought he did block the kick at first. And then Elijah Jordan, who just had a phenomenal game, the quarterback, picked it up and ran with it. And the main guy who dropped the ball in the end zone was someone whose name we called all game, Bo Sechrist. It fell right through the breadbasket, and Sechrist, along with many other fans, especially the Bulldogs fans, left Kemp Memorial Stadium in a shock.
Kind of heartbroken, yes. I think the captains are getting ready to come out here. I don't know if they're going to do the national anthem first here, Connor. I hated to interrupt you there. I apologize for that, but it looks like they're going to be singing national anthem here. Or maybe not. No, the captains. But
captains come out.
Going back there, they're not calling that the Miracle at Kemp Memorial Stadium for nothing.
The Miracle at Kemp Memorial. I love it. I'm here for it.
And everybody I talked to this week said exactly that it was the Miracle from Kemp Memorial Stadium. And like I said, I'm just glad we were on the right side of it, that night. There were really no losers that particular night of that football game. Both teams just gave it all out, on the field there, played their hearts out to their heart's content. And it's just a shame that there was a loser. I'm just glad that we were on the right side.
Absolutely. Yeah, Jersey Shore, they were, that win at Thompson Street Stadium in week 4 raised a lot of eyebrows but looks like we're going to play the national anthem. So for the final time in 2024, the Indians will play the last home game with the right to go on to play Southern Lehigh. We're going to play the national anthem and be right back.
Every one seems that the winner of the coin toss does the first. Shamokin will kick off. But first, the national anthem will be back in 60 seconds.
The PIAA state playoffs are here, and Shamokin has the honor of hosting the first round. But Joe, you have to turn the clocks back a little bit to 2011. As you mentioned earlier, that was the last time Shamokin was crowned district champions, 13 years, and the last time they won a state playoff game. After that thrilling district championship win, 21-20 over Milton, they went on to face Clearfield and also got another 1-point win, 27-26 over Clearfield. And then the following week got derailed, do you want to say, by Allentown Central Catholic, 56-14. But that was a team where not a lot of people gave them a chance that year. I mean, they went into the playoffs with a 3-7 record, ended up 6-8. But I think it's safe to say and fair to say that the product the Indians have created this year, undefeated, is a little better than that 2011 team.
Absolutely, Connor. And, you know, my hat's off to that team because they kind of really peaked at the right time, you know, winning that district title. You know, making a road trip. I forgot. I remember taking a bus trip that day. All right, that night, going out to that football game, and it was an overtime win for the Indians, the first round of the playoffs. But once you get out, you know, once you get into these state playoffs, you're not playing any lackeys, you know, anymore. You know,
Absolutely.
They got into that second round game, played a real powerhouse in Allentown Central Catholic, and Allentown kind of a little had our way with us. But it was still a great run by that team, who ended the regular season at 3-8.
Yep.
Really exceeded their expectations. But it looks like we're ready to go here, Connor, and here we go.
Shamokin won the toss. They deferred. Colin Steinhardt's kick is away. It's going to be fielded by Juniata inside the 10 and bringing it out to the 25 and wrapped up now by the 26-yard line. And Juniata Indians will start this game with a 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Some key guys to watch, Joe, on this Juniata offense is the quarterback, Wyatt Ehrenzeller. He's a senior, and he stands 5'9" and 200 pounds. He's going to be leading this Indian offense tonight on the road in enemy territory. Here's Ehrenzeller, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to the left side. Looks like he gave it to Aiden Dowling that time. It was Dowling. Short gain, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, Colin, the scouting report on Juniata is that they love to run the football. You know, last week in their win against Bellefonte, I think they had 6 guys who carried the football for them. You know, and they like to spread the ball around, but they do like to run the football. And as soon as I say that, there they go passing the football.
Ehrenzeller tried to get it to Sheps that time. Jasper Sheps fell incomplete. It's going to bring a 3rd and 8. I mean, Ehrenzeller, last week he only threw 8 times, Joe. He completed 3 passes for 54 yards. 1 catch was by Connor Borman. Another catch was by Sheps. That's who he was trying to get it to there. Borman and Sheps both had 16 apiece, and then Josh Nace had 1 catch for 22, but that was it in the air for Juniata last week in their 20-6 win over Bellefonte. Lane Piper in the motion. Here's Aaron Zeller back to pass. He's going to fire down the far sideline, and it was intercepted by the Indians. Looks like Ryan Bickert. I believe it's Ryan Bickert who had an intercept. No, it was Chase Pencil.
Yep. Chase Pencil come up from his safety position there, Connor. Read that thing beautifully. Kept his feet in bounds over there, now close to the sideline. Great play by Chase. Great start for the Indian defense here.
And the 2-3-yard return is going to set the Indians up in Juniata territory on their 49-yard line. So now Logan Steele, the sophomore quarterback, will lead his troops out there, and we get to see this Indians offense for the first time tonight. Aaron Zeller didn't put a lot on that. It was underthrown, and Pencil cut under it for the interception. Here's Pencil on the handoff on the jet sweep, and we have our first penalty marker of the game, Joe. And I'm having PTSD already from last week.
Yeah, looks like the man in not the man in motion, but they tried getting somebody out here, at the last minute, out here lined up and kind of got started a little bit early. And we talked about this earlier, Connor. Shamokin has been such a fast starting team. They want to get that first drive going. All right, they want to get this offense started fast, but they already got this 5-yard penalty. Put them in a 1st and long situation.
1st and 15, direct snap to Logan Steele, who gets a positive gain. He's back into Juniata territory. And, Joe, we kind of talked about this before the game, but when you're facing an unfamiliar opponent in Juniata, the recipes to come out and start the game is the recipe to come out and start is obviously the fast start. Shamokin's been so good at that all year long. It's been their bread and butter, is coming out, scoring first, setting the tone. Here's Steele taking the snap. He's going to fire. That was dropped by Rylan Price in the flat, and that's going to bring up 3rd down now for the Indians. But we saw it in the Mount Carmel game. We saw it in the Athens game. And, we saw it last week. Obviously, Jersey Shore is a better opponent than those first two mentioned. But it's the fast starts that the Indians have been able to lean on this year. And that's why I think they just had so much success.
Yeah, this is strength going against strength here, Connor. Juniata, like we mentioned before, is a running team. Shamokin's strength is under defense is protecting against that run, and they kind of forced Juniata to pass that first drive, and we got the turnover.
And that ball was nearly picked off by Connor Borman of Juniata, and it falls incomplete, intended for Chase Pencil, and that's going to bring up a punting situation now for the Indians. So now both teams have had one possession. Juniata, Aaron Zeller threw an interception, and the Indians just went 3 and out to start.
And all the result of that penalty, Connor.
Yep.
Put us in a bad situation there at 1st and 15, and Logan had a good run there, on 1st down, but 2 incompletions there to end the drive, and we're 3 and out.
Hockenbrock's kick is going to roll inside the 10 of Juniata. Great kick. Great punt.
Yeah, that's
by Blake
Hockenbrock's specialty right there. He's had great success in putting teams deep in their own territory inside the 10-yard line.
No different there. So now Aaron Zeller and company back out there for Juniata's second drive of the game. And unlike Athens, Juniata has a common opponent with Shamokin this year, and that's Selinsgrove. They lost to Selinsgrove 14-6 week 1 this year. Shamokin handled Selinsgrove 23-13. Here's Piper, and he breaks 2 tackles, but then he's met and taken down right away by Zakem Clinton. Doesn't look like he got to the 10, though. Called a short gain, 2nd down.
Yeah, good pursuit. Good pursuit there by the Indians defense. And, again, it's strength against strength here. It's going to be Juniata's running a game against this Shamokin run defense. And if Shamokin can contain it, it's going to be a good night for the Indians. of Shamokin. We're full of Indians.
Yeah, I know. It's Indians versus Indians
it's the
tonight.
Indians versus Indians tonight, so we got to be careful who we're talking.
Aaron Zeller hands it off, and what a great tackle by Zakem Clinton inside the 5. He brought down Aiden Dowling, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and long for Juniata.
Yeah, Juniata tried to run a little misdirection there. They kind of faked the reverse on the play. Zakem kind of stayed home, wasn't fooled on it, and really made a great play on the edge there for the Shamokin Indians.
3rd and 11 now for Juniata, who, like I said, lost to Selinsgrove. Shamokin beat Selinsgrove. 3rd and 11. Aaron Zeller takes the snap. He drops back to pass. Now he's going to fire down the near sideline, and he's got a man. It's caught by Connor Borman. And a big play there for Juniata as they get breathing room and more out near midfield. What a great catch and great throw.
Wow. Yeah, that was, just when I was going to say, boy, we have Juniata right where we wanted them. We stopped the running game, had them 3rd and long, deep into their own territory. Ran a little fly pattern down the sideline, and the receiver really made a great catch on the play. And the quarterback really put it on the button.
Great throw by Aaron Zeller. This time he hands it up the middle to Aiden Dowling, who's brought down right away. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage with that one, but back to the previous play, Connor Borman made that catch. He had one catch last week for 16 yards. That one was good for 36. And now the Juniata Indians, if you're going to force them to throw, if you're going to be on for the run game, you're going to force them to throw. So you got to be ready for that too. Aaron Zeller, obviously a great quarterback. He is a senior. Aaron Zeller takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Dowler again. Dowler to the left side, and he gets a couple. Looks like he's short of midfield still. So another 3rd down coming up for Juniata.
Yeah, another 3rd and long, Connor. This is exactly where we want them to be. And I think that last play where they got that big pass play down the sideline is going to wake these guys up a little bit. And hopefully we're gonna keep them in the hole here a little.
Scoreless ball game. We're now 4 minutes in. Juniata, their 2nd possession of the game. Wyatt Aaron Zeller takes the snap on 3rd and 8. Fires to Sheps. Looks like it was complete and caught by Sheps, but he got a short gain, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted. It almost looked like he kind of had the short hop like a shortstop there, but they gave him the completion, but they kept him to a minimum game. Got him at 4th and 8 now, and forcing Juniata to punt. Kind of flipped the field here a little bit, but hey, listen, Chase Pencil can return this punt.
The dangerous Chase Pencil is back awaiting the punt. Sheps is going to boot it away. A nice kick. Pencil calls for the fair catch at the 10-yard line, and that's where the Indians will start their next drive. Tonight's live stream was sponsored by the Forest Hills Fire Company. Good food, good beer, good wings. Last night was their wing night. Also good chicken tenders, Joe. I got to plug their chicken tenders. They're very good.
Yeah, honestly, Connor, I've never been there. All my life living in this town, I've never been out there, for their wing night and stuff, but I hear a lot of great things about it. I know my kids all been there, so.
That's up in my territory.
Yeah, it sure is, yeah.
Steele back out there. Jay Skeek in at running back. Gink takes the snap. Takes the handoff, and he's met right away. Good tackle there by Juniata. Looks like they were ready for that.
Yeah, that was kind of a really good punt. What do they call that? A rugby-style punt where, he got great height on it, forcing Chase Pencil to make a fair catch on it, and kind of flipped the field position here a little bit. Shamokin with the ball now inside the 10-yard line, trying to get their running game established here.
Gink lost 2. Here's Steele rolling to the right. He's going to fire. It's caught by Pencil. Pencil down the far sideline. Looks like he's got the 1st down past the 20, close to the 25. That's a nice little pitch and catch there for the Indians.
Yeah, nice little safe pass to get Logan untracked here a little bit. And the guy you want to go to is Chase Pencil, so he's always the one to make the big play for you. Now they're speeding it up a little bit, trying to speed the pace up.
Here's Gink.
Oh, boy.
Looks like the ball came out, and Juniata says they have it, and they do. And there is the first turnover of the game for the Indians. Gink lost it. And right away, Juniata players were jumping up and down. They looked like they knew they had it.
Yeah, we talked about a little bit about this before the game, Connor. You know, Shamokin has yet to play that clean, perfect game, and they need to do that. They're not off to a good start. Penalty cost them the first drive, not a turnover here in the second drive.
Indians starting deep in Indian territory. Here's Ehrenzeller to the end zone. It was tipped by Bicker and caught for the touchdown by Connor Borman. And Juniata strikes first here in the first round of the state playoffs.
Yeah, who would have thought it, right?
Wow.
Wow, who would have thought this? Who would have thought this, Connor? I think they're catching Shamokin a little bit on their heels here a little bit. And Shamokin's got to wake up here, or they're going to find themselves in a situation to be going home here.
Right through the hands of Ryan Bickert, who had an interception last week, and it fell right on top of Connor Borman. High snap, and the kick is up and good. So Juniata taking advantage of the turnover and turning it into points, and they strike first with 6:22 to play in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Juniata. Joe.
Well, I think we just got to settle down here a little bit, Connor. As emotional as that game was last week, and I know Coach Persing always has these guys looking at next team up, okay? They never take anybody lightly. They never take anybody for granted. But I think we just got to settle down a little bit here and just get our offense going in gear here. Nothing to panic about. It's still early, but listen, Juniata came out, and you got to hand it to them. They kind of punched us in the mouth there a little bit. Hopefully it'll wake us up a little bit and just.
Back to boot it away is Andel Lopez, and Juniata has the 7-0 lead. Lopez's kick is short, and it's right at Chase Pencil, who makes the catch. Pencil looking for room, and he's got a big hole, and Pencil's going to go into Juniata territory, and he's ran down by Jasper Sheps, but what a return by Chase Pencil. Exactly what the Indians needed after that touchdown.
Very, very surprising that Juniata kicked one right to him. I mean, Chase Pencil has been doing this all year long on these punt returns, kickoff returns. And listen, Shamokin needed a big play. And who else to give you the big play but Chase Pencil? And
then your playmaker, yeah.
Your playmaker. And put us in a good position here.
So now, just like Juniata, Shamokin starts deep in Juniata territory from the 25. 1st and 10. Here's the Kem Clinton up the middle. He's got a big gain for his first carry of the game. He's dragging defenders with him, and he's got the first down. Looks like it's inside the 15 now of Juniata. And that's what you need, a little spark plug from Chase Pencil. Quick burst. It was good enough for the first down. 1st and goal from the 9. Here's Clinton again. This time he's met right away. So 16-yard gain from Zakem Clinton. Sets up the Indians inside the 10. It's 2nd and goal with 5:40 to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Juniata. Price and Delbo split out wide. Clinton is the running back. Here's Steele keeping it himself up the middle. He's got a little bit of a hole, but he's taken down inside the 5. So now 3rd and goal coming up from about the 3, Joe. Who do you give it to here?
Yeah, hey, listen, things are starting to settle in now a little bit. They got the running game going. They're inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Steele again, up the middle. He's looking for a block, and it looks like he was taken down short of the goal line.
Yeah, looks like they're right around the 1-yard line, Connor.
So now 4th and goal for the Indians.
Oh, it is 4th and goal, Connor. I missed it down somewhere. Good pickup.
4th and goal. Zakem Clinton, your 5-yard running back, is out there. Indians fans making noise. Steele takes the snap, gives it to Clinton this time. Clinton up the middle. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. Unbelievable.
So Juniata will take over on down.
Juniata defense stands up at the 1-yard line and stuffs Zakem Clinton. And they're going to get the ball back with a long field to go.
Wow. Wow. Not expecting this start from the Shamokin Indians here, Connor. This is really a surprise here. I mean, you got to hand it to the Juniata football team. They are really holding tough here.
They came to play. 1st and 10 from the half-yard line. Aaron Zeller takes the snap. He's going to take it himself, looking for some breathing room. Short gain. Looks like he got to the 4.
Yeah, up to the 4 or 5 yard line. Gave him a little breathing room there, Connor. But they're not in the shadows of the goal line, the goalpost anymore. They gave themselves a little bit of breathing room here. But wow, what a start here for Juniata.
2nd and 7 from the 4. Just over 4 minutes to play in this first quarter. Aaron Zeller under center. He hands it off. Looks like to Piper. It is to Piper, and he goes backwards for a loss of about a yard or 2. So now it's going to bring up 3rd and long for Juniata.
This is the exact same position we had him here, where they hit him on that last pass play right along our sideline here. So we gotta stay on our toes. We got them where we want. We could have them punting from their own end zone.
3rd and 8, 3-yard line. That would be the ideal situation after the Indians were stopped at the goal line and Zakem Clinton was stopped. Not used to seeing that. Here's Aaron Zeller. He's back to pass. Now he's going to come to the near sideline again, and it was caught. And down the sideline is Jasper Sheps. He broke a tackle. Steele trying to run him down. He won't do it. Touchdown, Juniata. Jasper Sheps, 97 yards. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, Connor. I mean, I hate to say it, but they're kind of picking on Bickard here a little bit. Bickard's been kind of locked on this guy one-on-one, and this receiver is really making some plays here.
Jasper Sheps. I want to talk about him a little bit. He has 13 total touchdowns this season, 11 receiving. And looks like on the hard count, Indians jumped. So now that's going to...
Right away, the offense is coming back out.
Offense is coming out to go for 2. Another costly penalty by Shamokin.
Yeah, they got Shamokin a little bit on their heels right now, Connor. They got Shamokin a little shook right now. This is something, even in the toughest games that they played, that Shamokin has not had to face this year. This type of deficit. I mean, yes, they were 2 touchdowns down at Jersey Shore, but nobody expected this tonight.
Aaron Zeller under center. He motions, and he hands it off to Aiden Dowling, and he gets stuffed. So the 2-point try fails after Juniata got the Indians to jump. 2-point attempt fails, so it's 13-0 Juniata. And the Indians are going to get the ball back with 3 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Well, analytics tell you, I guess, when you get that penalty on the extra point, Connor. Right away they go for 2, but they have not been running the football. Shamokin has been shutting down, that Juniata running game. It's the passing game of Juniata that is absolutely killing us.
Jasper Sheps, he's a 6'1", 175-pound junior. He leads the team in receiving yards per game with 65. Like I said, 13 total touchdowns this season, 11 through the air. Just picked up another one there. And
Juniata leading
Lopez's kick is going to be a squib and picked up by, looks like, Jace Gink, and he's going to be taken down right across the 30 to about the 33. So now the Indians offense trots back out there, down 13-0 early in the first round of the state playoffs here at Kemp Memorial Stadium, the last game at Kemp Memorial Stadium this year, win or lose.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of settled down. You know, they that last drive, they got all the way down to the 1 yard line, and my God, Zakim was stopped on the 1 yard line. You haven't seen that all year.
Yeah.
And they're moving the football. They just got to finish the drives.
Pencil in motion, and looks like we have some early movement. And a false start on the Indians, another one. The false start, they can't beat it. That's their second one tonight, third one tonight, Joe?
Yeah, it's getting kind of frustrating right now. Yeah, they just. I'm kind of speechless that they're still making these type of penalties.
Indians go trips left. Jace Gink's in there at running back. Here he is on the handoff, and he's met right away and goes backwards on the 1st and 15. Some notable injuries also this week for the Indians. Jensen Shuey is ruled out, as well as Ty Kurtz. His injury was a little more severe that he suffered last week against Jersey Shore. And Dylan Phoenix, outside linebacker, has yet to get cleared by a doctor. So that's who's out for the Indians tonight. Here's Steele rolling to the left. He fires. Price dropped it. Now it's going to bring up a 3rd and a long 17 now for Shamokin from their own 26-yard line with 2.5 to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, Shamokin's just having a hard time getting a little bit of rhythm going in their offense. They had a nice drive going the last time, but last drive went penalty free. This time had a penalty to start our drive again, puts us in a hole, and kind of knocks us out of sync a little bit, Connor.
3rd and 17. Steele takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks for a hole, and now he's going to take off to the right side. Picks up a decent amount of yards, but not enough for the first down.
I think they're going to be a little short here, Connor. It's going to be about a 4th and 3.
Let's see how aggressive Coach Mark Persing is here on this 4th down and short. They're going to bring the punting team out. Blake Hockenbrock's out there. So on 4th and 3, the Indians will punt. It makes sense. It's still early in this game. You're still deep inside your own territory, but there's a lot of shocked people inside this stadium right now, Joe.
Yeah, they kind of silenced the crowd here a little bit, but again, like you said, Connor, there's still a lot of football remaining to be played.
And another booming kick by Hockenbrock lands inside the 15. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 14. But I don't really think that matters right now. The Indians don't have an answer so far for this explosive Juniata offense.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how they're going to adjust this now. Like I said, they've been picking on Ryan Bickert here a little bit. Bickert's been playing this wide receiver one-on-one, man-to-man all the way. And it's not like Bickert's coverage has been all that bad. This wide receiver has been making some great plays.
Here's Aaron Zeller on the inside handoff to Piper. Looks like he's got a gain of 1 or 2. We have an update in the PIAA state playoffs. Lewisburg up early over Danville, 6-0.
Good for Lewisburg, you know.
After beating the brakes off of Mount Carmel last week.
Yeah. Good for Lewisburg.
6-0.
So now 2nd and 9. Gain of 1 from Piper. Lane Piper, he's a 5'11", 200-pound senior. He's going to be getting the bulk of the carries tonight. He's still in there to the right of Aaron Zeller, but this time Aaron Zeller is going to keep and roll to the right. He's looking for a man. He was pushed out of bounds and got rid of it, but it falls incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for Juniata. Finally getting some pressure on Aaron Zeller. That's a good sign for this Indian defensive front.
Yeah, good play action there that time. Almost had the edge on us, but again, Zakim was there, stayed home on that rollout, and got pressure on him and kind of forced that errant pass a little bit.
3rd and 9. Bicker is out there, and he's going to be guarding Connor Borman. Sheps is on the far sideline. Here's Aaron Zeller, and he fumbles the snap. Aaron Zeller now looking for a receiver. It fires, and it's nearly intercepted, but it drops. Incomplete. Intended receiver Connor Borman. And the Indians make a stop on 3rd down.
Yeah, that play didn't have a chance from the beginning, Connor. He bobbled the snap. Caden Parker made a great play on the defense there to knock that down. So again, it looks like we're going to get some great field position here.
Interception would have been ideal there. Here's Sheps. Punts it away. Indians are going to have good field position. Here's Pencil. Never mind. It takes a Juniata hop deep into Shamokin territory all the way down to the 15-yard line. Unbelievable.
Well, that's what you get with that rugby-style punt, boy. You get those rolls. That turned out to be a 70-yard punt with the roll.
Goodness.
From the 15 to the 15. All right, flip the field on it, and it's just everything is going right for Juniata right now. Everything is going right.
Pencil looked like he was moving up to catch it, but then at the last second he let it drop, and then it just took a huge Juniata roll from about the 50, 45-yard line all the way down 30 yards to the 15. 1st and 10 Indians from their own 15. Here's Zakem Clinton up the middle. He's got a good gain. He's got the 1st down, and up to the 30 goes Zakem Clinton, gain of 15.
That's what makes that stop on the 1-yard line so amazing when you see a run like that, Connor. Oh, my God, he just kept on churning and churning. 15 yards.
They need to get him more involved. I mean, Juniata's shown they can stop him anywhere. But Zakem Clinton, they need to start creating some more gaps for him. Here he is again, up the middle. Short gain. Looks like about a gain of 3 to the 33, 2nd and 7. Clinton, you mentioned to me earlier before we started this broadcast, Joe, that Clinton's only, he's under 90 now, 90-some yards away from 1,000 this year.
Right, from 1,000 yards rushing. That will give him 2,000-yard rushers, in Jay Skink and Zakim. I think the paper today had him like 92 or 94 yards.
Here's Gink on the handoff. No gain. Think he might have lost some. And we're under 10 seconds to play in this first quarter. Indians are just going to let the clock run down. So with that, that is the end of the first quarter here at Kemp Memorial Stadium, PIAA State Playoffs opening round. Juniata leads at 13-0, and we head to the second quarter. Indians looking for some rhythm.
Yeah, when we talk about uncharted territory, not only coming into a big game like this, but being behind 13-0, and it's not so much being behind 13-0, it's wider behind 13-0. They have absolutely no rhythm going on the offensive side. Defensively, I think they're doing the job, well enough against the run. They got beat on a couple long passes there. They gave Juniata all the momentum in the world here, and
absolutely
getting stopped on the 1-yard line was big.
That's
tough. Down there on that drive.
Yeah.
But again, lot of football yet to play here. This team has been resilient all year. They don't quit. They just got to settle down a little bit and get something going here. I think they're in a 3rd and long here to start this second quarter.
Yeah, it'll be a 3rd and 9.
But you know what, Greg?
Tonight's live stream was made possible by the Forest Hills Fire Company. Great food, great wings, great beer, great company, great chicken tenders. So now Indians 3rd and 9 from their own 31. We switch sides of the field here after the end of the first quarter. Here's Steele, takes the snap, rolls to the right, looks downfield for a man. Now he's going to try to do it with his legs. On the run, Steele down the sideline, and it's out of the reach of Chase Pencil. Looks like he got pushed there, but in real time, I just didn't see enough there for a defensive pass interference.
Yeah, Connor, that was a good no call there. Looks like there was a little bit of jostling going on both sides there, but that's the kind of play that they need. They need, to connect on. That's what they've been successful on all year round. But just couldn't make that connection on that play.
Another punt for the Indians. Hockenbrock boots it away. Sheps and Borman are back to receive it. This one goes to Sheps. Sheps is going to field it. He shakes one tackle. Now he tries to get around Gink. He does. Now Sheps down the far sideline and out of bounds in Shamokin territory. And Juniata once again is going to have great field position to start their next drive. Jasper Sheps, they don't have an answer for him so far. And Juniata going to start from the Shamokin 42-yard line.
I mean, I am flabbergasted right now, Connor. I mean, I got to add that Juniata came here to play football tonight. They're not backing down from these undefeated Indians. They're making the plays that they need to make.
Here is Piper up the middle. He's still churning, gets down close to the 35. Looks like he's at the 36. But yeah, Joe, like you and I, a lot of people shocked here in the stadium so far. Juniata, they were 8-3 this year. As mentioned, the only common opponent between both these teams on the field is Selinsgrove. And Juniata lost to Selinsgrove week 1, 14-6.
Yeah, I mean, they played Selinsgrove tough, and Selinsgrove was a team that came along towards the end of the year.
Gave us a run for our money. Here's a handoff that goes backwards. Looks like it was Javier Lopez on the carry that time. And a great play from the Indians defense is going to set up 3rd down for Juniata. Danville now retakes the lead over Lewisburg. That one's 7-6.
Shamokin's doing what they need to do against this Juniata running attack. They're putting him constantly in 3rd and long situations.
Forcing Aaron Zeller to throw. Yep. Here's Aaron Zeller on the fake handoff. He's going to keep it and get a 1st down. Great run by Wyatt Aaron Zeller. Like you just said, Joe, the Indians were playing the run good. That play was no different, but unfortunately it was a great read by Aaron Zeller, who tucked it under and ran for a 1st down. Extends the drive and moves the chains for Juniata. They are now inside the 30 at the Shamokin 27. Up 13-0. The District 6 champion Juniata Indians. Aaron Zeller takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires, and it was nearly intercepted again by Chase Pencil. Tried to get it to, looks like Borman that time. It was incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that was kind of an odd-looking play there. It looked like a little play action. All right, that they tried to, they tried to get the ball over there to that wide receiver that's been picking on Bickert. That was Bickert.
That was Bickert, not Pencil. And he's come close to a couple interceptions tonight. I think he's going to get one eventually. Aaron Zeller threw one last weekend. Here's Aaron Zeller looking end zone. He has a wide open Sheps who makes the catch. Touchdown Juniata. Jasper Sheps, 27 yards in the air from Wyatt Aaron Zeller. He was left alone. There was nobody on him, Joe. And now Juniata.
I'm speechless, Connor. Honestly, I'm speechless. I mean, that kid made a great fake in the backfield. Apparently, we got caught looking inside in the backfield, and he was just out there. Nobody was out there covering him.
after the impact he's already made so far in this game. Just left wide open. Here's Juniata going for two. Piper up the middle. It's good. Lane Piper converts the 2-point conversion, and now it's 21-0. Juniata makes up for that missed 2-point conversion early on in the game, and now it's 21-0 Indians of Juniata. That was too easy, Joe.
That was too easy, Connor. Like I said, nobody was expecting Juniata to throw the football as effectively as they have been tonight. But this quarterback has just shown, that he can throw it deep, he can throw it accurate. His wide receivers are making the plays for him, and it's just something that we're just not. Something that they're doing to us that teams have not done against us all year round, and this is just amazing.
This is shocking, definitely. Squib kick. It's fielded by, looks like Andre Bell. It is Bell who falls on it, and it's Indians are going to start their next drive from the 26. It looks like down 21-0 early, with 9:49 to play in the second quarter.
Yeah, again, it's nothing to panic yet because we know how explosive this team can be, Connor. And there's no reason to panic yet. But there is going to, if we don't soon start moving the ball offensively here.
Inside handoff to Pencil, looking for some wiggle room, and lucky to get a yard there. Or two. Clock continues to trickle down here in the second quarter. And Chase Pencil, Indians just trying to find anything to get them going right now. You had that one good return by Pencil, but other than that, not really much to talk about. Offense is out there again. 2nd and 9 from the 28. Steele takes the snap, back to pass, fires downfield. He has Dobo. He drops it. Oh my goodness, he catches that. He's probably gone for a touchdown there. Just nothing going Shamokin's way. As that one, we've seen Ben Delbo come down with all of those this year.
Oh my God.
Just couldn't come down with it. He was wide open. He had a couple of steps on the defender.
Did we use up all our karma last week, Connor? I don't know. I mean, nothing is going right for the Shamokin Indians right now. Nothing.
3rd and 9 after the incompletion dropped by Ben Dobal, who had 3 touchdowns last week. Here's Steele looking deep again down the far sideline, and it's intercepted. Guess who? Jasper Sheps comes down with it, and the ball is going back to Juniata. And Juniata continues to just make big plays. They're making every play, nothing going Shamokin's way. And now with the lead 21-0, they're back out there with, again, great field position.
The worst thing that can happen to Shamokin is Juniata get this running game going of theirs, because they're going to constantly work on clock right now. And
Aaron Zeller takes a snap. He's back to pass. Rolling to the right, down the sideline, fires, and it's caught by Jasper Sheps once again. Sheps gets the Juniata Indians into Shamokin territory with that catch, and a 50-50 ball there by Aaron Zeller.
But we do have a flag on the play, Connor.
There's a penalty flag.
Probably the first mistake Juniata has made all night. First penalty against Juniata tonight.
So that's coming back. It was on Juniata. Did you see what it was, Joe?
I did not see the initial call yet, Connor. No.
Here's the official now. He picks up the flag, and
Here comes the official. Personal foul on Juniata. It's going to back them up 15, it looks like.
Out on the edge, yeah. So that's going to drive Juniata way back here.
And now that sets them back 15. They're on their own 28 now. First down, and looks like timeout.
Yeah, Juniata only has 10 players out there right now. I guess somebody was trying to get in there late, but decided against it, and then they decided to use the timeout. Again, a big surprise here, Connor. Big surprise here.
Juniata and Kurt Kondo used their first timeout of the half with 8:36 left in the half. Juniata leads at 21-0 in this PIAA state playoff game here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. So now it's 1st and 25. You got to stand up here, Joe.
Yeah,
you need to stop.
No question. They have them where they want to be again.
Stop.
1st and 25 here, Connor. We can't let them off the hook here like we've been, in the past. And eventually, this offense is going to find himself. But we got to get a stop here.
Aaron Zeller being pressured. It's a screen to Piper. He breaks one tackle and he's down to the 35-yard line. Caden Parker brought him down, but a nice gain there of 10 is going to make it 2nd and 15 now.
Yeah, nice little screen pass set up beautifully by Juniata. Caden Parker made some great pursuit on the play, to really keep it as I know they got 10 yards, but could have went for a lot longer than what it was.
Absolutely. He broke the one tackle. Looks like it was Bell that he broke. Gain of 11. Or gain of 7, excuse me. 2nd and 18 from the 36. Aaron Zeller fakes the snap, fires. It's caught by Borman, and he's brought down by Logan Steele. Still short of midfield. Looks like he got to the 48.
Made it a 3rd and manageable now. They had them 1st and 25. Looks like they got it now to a 3rd and 6. So it's a manageable 1st down here. So Shamokin's got to step up here and make a big play. But again, what's continuing to amaze me is this passing game of Juniata's.
3rd and 6 after the gain of 12. Aaron Zeller and the hard count. Somebody moved. Let's see if it's on the Indians or Juniata. It's on Juniata. False start. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now 3rd and manageable just got a little tougher, Joe, here for Juniata. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, they got to take advantage of this penalty now. There's a little break maybe that they needed on this drive, and they got them 3rd and long now, 3rd and 11. Somebody's got to step up and make a big play here defensively.
Juniata leads at 21-0 with 7:36 to play in the first half. Aaron Zeller facing a 3rd and 11. Takes the snap, and we have another penalty flag down. And it looks like the officials are going to come together. Another false start on Juniata. That's going to back them up even more. At least that's what the initial call was. And it is a false start.
A false start, yeah. I thought there was a little something funny going on with that snap there.
So, just like they did against Jersey Shore, well, I'm not sure if the Indians did this, but Jersey Shore shot themselves in the foot with 5 penalties in a row, 5 false starts in a row. That got them rattled. Let's see how Juniata responds on a 3rd and 16. Here's Aaron Zeller rolling to the right, looking downfield, fires to the far sideline, incomplete. Intended for Connor Borman. And a punting situation now for Juniata. Indians are going to get the ball back with just over 7 minutes to play in the half. They needed that.
They needed that stop, Connor. That's exactly right, pal. And, you know, they're going to get, I really feel if they could just get on track here and just get this one score on the board here, you know, before halftime, you know, they're still well into this football game. But they just seem to be playing way out of sync tonight. They just got to, they're so uncharacteristic of the mistakes that they're making.
Here's Shep's high punt and booming punt down inside the 20. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 19-yard line. So that's where the Indians will start their next drive.
Yeah, that rugby-style kick from that punter is really, really putting Shamokin in some bad field position here.
If you're just joining us, I'm Connor Phoenix, joined by Joe Haddock. We're on quite the journey here, Joe. This is our third straight week.
And really, I would really hate to see it end here.
This is the scariest situation we've seen Shamokin in
3 weeks.
In these 3 weeks, if not all season. Here's Steele, takes the snap, hands off to the right side to Gink. And a short gain. Just like we saw last week, Jersey Shore, they were so great at stopping the run. We have a late penalty marker on the field. At the end of the play, maybe a little extracurricular.
I think somebody said something, Connor. I didn't see a Juniata player around that flag.
No, me neither. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Shamokin. That's going to back them up even more inside their own territory. I missed it, Joe. I tried to watch back on the replay.
Yeah, there were three players running off the field together to go over to Coach Persing to get the play. But it looked like somebody said something.
So now backs the Indians up inside the 15, down 21-0, looking for a quick strike here to get them back in this game. Indians break the huddle, and looks like the officials are still talking about this.
I think they're talking about where they're marking the penalty from. I think, Connor. I don't know if it was if it was a 15-yard penalty. If they're marking it from the should be like half the distance maybe, but. That's probably what they did. Yeah, they marked it half the distance to the 10-yard line.
So now it's at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10 Indians. Steele takes a snap, rolls to the left. Looking downfield, he fires. This time it's caught. Is it caught? It is caught by Ben Delbaugh. And no, he didn't catch it. It was incomplete.
Did we get a replay on that, Connor? I mean,
we did not get a replay that time.
On that.
Ben Delbaugh now has 2 drops tonight after the 3 touchdown performance last week against Jersey Shore. Had the biggest catch of the game in overtime. Unable to come down with that one. 2nd and 20 for the Indians. Steele keeps. Now he's dancing. He's going to roll to the right. Steele still on his feet, and he's escorted out of bounds around the 10, 11, or 12. And they're going to mark it at the 12, so he gets a gain of 2, and now it's 3rd and 18. Yeah, Indians unable to muster anything, Joe. This isn't anything we've seen.
I mean, Logan Steele has the athletic ability to get us that big play. You know, he tried to.
Steele can't run around and make plays. He's running around.
He's running around there. He rolled to the left, brought it back to the right. But Juniata stayed disciplined, you know, on defense and held them to a minimum gain.
Gain of 3. It's like another false start on the Indians.
Yeah, it looks like we lined up offside somewhere.
Offside's not a false start. Tonight's broadcast was sponsored by the Forest Hills Fire Company. We thank you for making this live stream possible. Indians trail 21-0 with 6.5 to play in this first half. driving from the 8. It's 3rd and 22. Steals back to pass. Inside screen to Chase Pencil. He gets a good block, and Pencil's going to go down the sideline. He beats Sheps. Pencil's going to go all the way for the touchdown. And just like that, the Indians get the big play they were looking for. There's no flags, folks. And the Indians, with 6:31 to play in the second quarter, are on the board.
Touchdown's going to stand. Beautifully designed play. They call that the old Juniata screen, where they bring it's a wide receiver screen. And Chase Pencil just got that and took off down the sideline. Oh, my God, again, big-time players make big-time plays here.
It was only a matter of time until they got him going. Pencil takes it the distance on 3rd and 22. He goes 92 yards, and the Indians are on the board. They strike back. They cut into that deficit. Here's Steinhardt's extra point. It's up and good. So
Indians are, Shamokin Indians, I should say, are right back in this, Connor. That's what they needed. That's gonna be the play that it's gonna settle them down a little bit, get them back into this football game, and
it's exactly what they needed. Pencil, I mean, it was only a matter of time. Like I said, 92 yards. He made a great juke move against Jasper Sheps, and his speed, just let him take it the rest of the way.
Just turned it on, Connor. Yep,
his speed speaks for itself.
Once he got to that second level, there was no catching him. Nobody's going to catch Chase Pencil once he gets to that second level.
So that's a start. That's the spark the Indians were looking for. Now down 21-7. And after 17 minutes, the Indians are on the board. Steinhardt's kick is going to land into the hands of Connor Borman, and he's wrapped up and taken down by Ryan Bicker inside the 15.
Boy, Becker needed that play. Good for Ryan. He hustled down there, made a good tackle on the play, kept Juniata in some 20-yard line here with the field position, and now it's up to the defense. Still half this quarter to play yet, Connor.
A lot of time
in this second quarter.
In the first half. Juniata and Aaron Zeller are back out there, and Jasper Sheps is being guarded by Andre Bell. Here's Aaron Zeller. He takes the snap. He hands off to Piper. Piper up the middle for a gain of a couple. Looks like he got 3 or 4. And Juniata, let's see how they manage the clock here with now 6 minutes to play in the half. Indians putting a little pressure on Aaron Zeller, something we haven't seen last week. Saw last week against Jordan of Jersey Shore. He had a field day. He was running all over the place. But they've done a pretty great job containing Wyatt Aaron Zeller tonight.
Yeah, I haven't seen that type of big play explosiveness out of this quarterback.
3rd and 7, option, and
nice play.
Wrapped up and taken down is Aiden Dowling. Another big play. Indians starting to feel the momentum.
Great job on the
Great open field tackle.
Yeah, nice play out there by Tanner Hornberger. All right, on that option play. And Tanner Hornberger is the guy in there replacing. And, we got to say something a little bit about Ty Kurtz. Ty Kurtz this week has been the best teammate, You hate to see that kid going down with the injury like he did. But we talked to him last week and, told him that his teammates need him more than anything now. And
3rd and 10. And the flag is going to be a false start on Juniata. It's going to back him up. Juniata's starting to feel a little pressured. Indians defense got loud on 3rd and 10. Indians fans got loud on 3rd and 10. Backs him up 5 instead of 3rd and 10. It's a lot harder 3rd and 15.
It's exactly where the Shamokin defense wants them. Let's see if we try to get pressure on this one. Let's get some pressure on this quarterback.
Aaron Zeller takes the snap. He fires downfield. It's underthrown, and it's incomplete. Almost intercepted again by Bicker.
Yep.
He is flirting with an interception tonight. They keep throwing his way, Joe. I'm telling you, he's going to get one of these.
Like I said, they've
times.
been picking on him. They've been picking on him the whole first half here, Connor. And Bickert's finally starting to make some plays here. You know, made that great play on the kickoff. Good coverage there. And Shamokin's going to get some good field position here. Try to cut this to a one-score game.
Indians defense gets a stop. Here's Sheps. He punts it away. Pencil is back there. This time he signals for a fair catch inside Juniata territory. They're going to mark him at the 48 of Juniata. So the Indians, like you said, Joe, great field position with 4.5 to play in the half. Indians, with the time on their side, they trail 21-7.
Connor, if they could get this down to a one-score game at halftime, they're going to have Juniata on their toes, I think.
They get the ball after halftime.
They get the ball. If they could get a score here, you're exactly right. They get the ball after halftime, and I think they're going to have Juniata on their toes a little bit.
Zakem Clinton is the running back, and he takes it up the middle. Clinton with a burst, still going. He's got the first down inside the 35. For the Indians, big play there from Zakem Clinton. And now they're trying to get him going as well, as Clinton took it for a gain of about 16 yards.
Yep, no hurry here. Still a lot of
14.
time on the clock. 4 minutes on the clock. You know, they're finally settling down, getting the running game going here a little bit.
Clinton again, big burst up the middle. He's taken down short of the first down this time. Gets to the 25, another good gain for the Indians. Call it 9. And now it's 2nd and 1 from the 34, from the 25, excuse me, of Juniata. Steele takes a snap, he takes it himself. Up the middle, he's got a hole, he hurdles Sheps, and he gets down inside the 15. And we have a penalty marker on the field.
Yeah, you can you can't hurdle a defender like that, unfortunately, Connor. Yeah. Logan made a great run on the play, tried to hurdle somebody. I think if he would have cleared the hurdle, he would have been okay, but I think that's personal foul they called, yeah.
Steele, he's so athletic, we knew that.
Yeah, the fans don't know. You know, the fans aren't happy with the call.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know that,
Joe. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you cannot hurdle anybody.
I mean, we know Steele's athletic. He shows off that athleticism there, but now the Indians are back to their to the Juniata 29. Steele takes the snap, he fumbles it, falls on it, and loses even more yards. Indians offense just not clicking so far in this one, as Steele looks like he took his eye off the ball before he got it. And now it's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
3rd and long here. Yeah, we had him on the ropes there before that penalty.
So now, instead of what was a 2nd and 1, it's 3rd and 10 from the 35 of Juniata. Steele takes the snap, rolls to the right, looking and fires, and it's in the ground. Intended for Chase Pencil, and Pencil shoves Borman. A little more extracurricular activity down there on the field. Pencil unable to come down with that one.
So it is 4th down, but I think they're in field position here. They're in 4-down territory here, Connor. I think the offense has stayed on the field here.
It's 4th and 11 from the 35 with 2:44 to play in the first half. Indians offense stays out there. 3rd and 11. Pencil in motion. Steele takes the snap. He's back to pass. Now Steele's dancing under pressure. Comes to the near sideline. Fires to the end zone. And he's got Pencil who drops it. Unable to come down with it. Good coverage there by Connor Borman. And the Indians turn the ball over. It wasn't a bad throw.
No.
It wasn't a bad throw by Steele.
Logan Steele, as he always does, extends that play. And you know, the receivers don't give up on them. They try to get to the open spot out there. You know, Logan Steele threw it up there, tried to have his receiver make a play for him. It was a jump ball, you know, type situation, but unfortunately Chase couldn't bring it down.
So now 21-7, the Juniata offense is back out there in red helmets, white jerseys, navy blue pants, and red cleats. Here's Piper for a couple yards up the middle. He kept those legs churning, and he turned it into a decent gain for Juniata. Indians in different uniforms than they wore last week. They were all purple last week, but now they just have purple tops and white bottoms this week.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure who called that timeout. If Coach Persing is using that timeout with the hope to getting the ball back here before halftime again. Let's see who got charged with that timeout. No, that looks like Juniata's timeout.
Kurt Kondo is going to use his second timeout of the half for Juniata.
He did use one, though, unless they didn't update the scoreboard yet. He did use one timeout earlier.
He did use one earlier, yeah.
He did use one earlier. So he's either going to be down to one or Shamokin's going to be down to two. I'm not sure. They didn't signal who made that timeout.
BlackDiamondSports.net, Bill 95.3 WBLJ.
So now 2nd and 5 for Juniata from their own 40-yard line after the Indians came up empty on 4th and 11. But Joe, I mean, from what we've seen so far, this is just utterly shocking. 2nd and 5, Indians fans making noise. Aaron Zeller takes the snap. He pitches it to Piper. That is rather Aiden Dowling, who lost a couple. Indians defense stands strong on that one.
Again, another great play by Bickert. Bickert came up on that sweep play. All right, strung it out and threw him for a couple of yard loss there. So another timeout, and I think the Indians or the Shamokin Indians are using their timeouts here with the hope of getting the ball back here before halftime.
Coach Persing calling the timeout. Tonight's live stream was made possible by the Forest Hills Fire Company. Great food, great wings, great tenders, great beer, great company. With now 2 minutes and 13 seconds to play in the half. Indians, Juniata Indians that is, facing a big 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Shamokin Indians can make a stop here. It's going to lead them plenty of time. So I'm kind of curious what Juniata is going to do here. If they throw the ball and they're unsuccessful, all right, it will stop the clock, save Shamokin a timeout.
3rd and 8.
Hopefully, and the Shamokin fan base is starting to pick it up here a little bit.
Indians fans
trying to cheer that defense on.
Kicking on the bleachers. Here's Aaron Zeller looking downfield. It looks like it's underthrown, and it was nearly caught again. Nearly intercepted, but almost caught again by Borman. We've seen him make one of those catches already. It was Andre Bell and Steele going for it, and Borman almost came down with it still.
Shamokin again, Shamokin Indians very, very fortunate on that play. They've been making plays like that all night. That's the type of plays that they've been making.
So now on a 4th and 8, Juniata will punt it. Jasper Sheps, after the low snap, boots it. It's a low boot picked up by Steele. Steele's going to run back the other way now. He makes one great move, and he's going to be wrapped up by Connor Borman. All Steele had was one good move, and then Borman ran him down. Great job. Great coverage by Connor Borman of Juniata.
And Logan got up limping a little bit on that punt return. So
he turned it up and he got a couple yards, but then tried to make a guy miss and get some depth on him. And,
he's limping a little bit.
Oh boy, Steele, the sophomore quarterback, is still in with 1:53 minutes to play. Still plenty of time on the clock for the Indians to get that quick strike. Down 21-7. To the District 6 champion Juniata Indians from Mifflintown. Steele takes the snap, hands off to Gink. Gink up the middle, no gain. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. See how Persing plays this.
They haven't been able to get Jay Skink untracked here, you know, for a couple weeks now, really, Connor. You know, he's been our big play back, you know, for a lot of weeks this football season. But we just have not been able to get him on track tonight.
Jay Skink is the running back. Steele takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. Now he's back to pass. Fires down the near sideline. He's got a man and incomplete.
Is that Shuey?
That's Shuey.
When did he get dressed?
Jensen Shuey is out on the field right now. I ran into him pregame. He wasn't dressed. He wasn't in a uniform.
He was not. He was projected to be out, and he's really getting up gimpy with that ankle injury. But he must have decided to give it a shot here, Connor.
Shuey saw
You're
the
as
score.
shocked as I am seeing him on
Shuey saw the score. Saw it was 21-0. He's like, all right, it's time for me to suit up. They need me. So now 3rd and 10 for the Indians from their own 39. Steele fakes the handoff again. He's being chased again. Now Steele dancing, gets a block and lofts it out of bounds. And another drive that stalls for Shamokin.
And there's a sign of maturity on Steele. Tried to do that spin move, but there was
throws it out of bounds, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 10 for the Indians, Shamokin Indians.
Yeah, it's going to force the Shamokin offense to punt here. They don't want to give Juniata any field position here. There's still a minute left and a half.
Jensen Shuey looked like he could have came down with that one just out of his reach from Pencil. We've seen Pencil place way better balls than that this year. And a knuckle kick to Jasper Sheps is going to roll down to the 16-yard line of Juniata, so that is where they will start their next drive.
Yeah, I would expect Juniata just to kind of take a knee here and run something very simple. I don't think they want to afford a turnover here this late in the half. I think they'll be satisfied going into halftime with this 2-touchdown lead that nobody ever expected. But
21-7, Juniata leads it with 52.9 seconds left in the first half. We've seen some explosive plays from both teams so far. Here's Aaron Zeller, hands off to Aiden Dowling, who was tripped up right away for a short gain, if any. Looks like he lost to, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, kind of surprised they're running a play like that.
Juniata playing this very, very conservative. They're just going to let the clock run down. Like you said, Joe, they're happy going to the locker room with a 2-touchdown lead against the undefeated Shamokin Indians. 19 seconds. Aaron Zeller is going to take a knee, and that is how our first half is going to end. Here at Bridie Ruane Field at Kemp Memorial Stadium, the Juniata Indians lead it 21-7 over the Shamokin Indians. They've come into Kemp Memorial and they've made some noise so far, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely, Connor. They came here ready to play football. They came here very well prepared, taken away except for that one big play by Chase Pencil. All right, that got us back into the ball game. But other than that, they've been controlling Logan Steele a little bit, you know, that they're not letting him, you know, out there running wild. So Kim Clinton has got some good runs, you know, there for us, but we just haven't been able to finish drives. But we get the ball here. By no way is this game over.
Absolutely.
Still a long way to go. I still have a lot of faith in our Indians here, our Shamokin Indians. All right, still have a lot of faith in them. They've been resilient all year. They don't quit. Hopefully we'll be in for a better second half.
We got a whole nother half of football coming up after this 15-minute break. I'm Connor Phoenix, joined by Joe Haddock. Juniata leads at 21-0. We're going to take a quick break.
The Juniata County School District is proud to present the 2024 Juniata County Marching Band. From Comprised of students from both Juniata and East Juniata high schools, the band is under the direction of Mr. Brad Ergel and Miss Megan Russell. Silk instruction is provided by Jen Cornwald and Melanie King, and majorette instruction is provided by Rhonda Aronzella. On-field direction is given by drum majors Gabriel Virgie and Kennedy Sigler Lewis. Our accomplished youth musicians in the 2024 band have represented both Juniata and East Juniata at the district, region, and all state levels. Student leadership is provided by Kate Nance, J.C. Price, Jessica Maven, Mayana Kristula, Mariska Weitzel, Josh Martin, Keegan Trout, Hayden Cook, Grace Wagner, Damon Batt, Darren Kent, Brooklyn Ehrenzeller, Savannah Marshall, Grace Stewart, Caitlin Cornwalt, Marissa Erhard, and Hannah Erisman. Throughout the past several decades, Juniata County band students have represented our community at various sites across the East Coast, from Niagara Falls, Canada, to Williamsburg, Virginia, Shenandoah Apple Blossom Festival, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and fields like Harrisburg Senators F&B Field and the Philadelphia Phillies Citizens Bank Park. The band would like to thank our local community for supporting music in our schools. Drum majors, is the band ready to present its show? Now presenting the Juniata County Marching Band. Perhaps better known as the iconic opening of 2001: A Space Odyssey. We venture now into Space: The Final Frontier. The band's next selection includes scenes from both the original Star Trek TV show and Star Trek: The Next Generations, as they play boldly where no band has played before. This next tune is sure to get your toes tapping. Join us in a dance off to save the galaxy, or perhaps just the football field, as the band plays Hooked on a Feeling. The final selection takes us to a galaxy far, far away, with pieces from John Williams' score for Star Wars The Force Awakens, including the main title theme, Rey's theme, and Kylo Ren's theme. These are the songs you've been looking for.
Welcome back inside the broadcast booth. I'm Connor Phoenix, joined by Joe Haddock. And Joe, Juniata leads at 21-7. Indians not executing very well in the first half. Jasper Sheps has been a menace for the Indians, Juniata Indians so far. As you got some stats there, you're going to read off.
Yeah, Connor. I mean, basically, all you got to look at, some of these stats here. You can tell why Shamokin is struggling a little bit. Jay Skink, I'm not exactly sure how many carries he has, but he's in minus yardage. Zakim, all right, he has 6 carries for 57 yards. We talked at the beginning of the broadcast, he leads like 94 yards to get 1,000 for the year, but I'm sure he'd trade all that in, to get Shamokin back into the football game.
You ain't kidding.
Here, yeah. Logan Steele has 4 rushes for 33 yards. He's 2 for 11 passes for 107 yards, but 92 of that was to Chase Pencil, on that middle screen. For the touchdown for Shamokin. But that's how, what I'm sensing here, Connor, is that there is no panic. Everybody knows how explosive Shamokin can be. They do get the football to start the second half here.
And it's what they do with that possession that will kind of dictate how the second half is going to go.
Exactly. You said it right, Connor. Okay, it really is what's going to dictate here. If they made some good adjustments at halftime, they are moving the football. They had that first drive down to the 1 yard line and unfortunately got stopped down there in the 1 yard line. So they are showing the capability. Juniata has made some big plays on plays that we would normally, intercept back there in our secondary. We would tip those passes, and they would fall into the Juniata receivers, and made some big plays.
I thought we were on.
Oh, we're not on.
Were we not on? We're good? Okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. You can continue, Joe.
Oh, we're good, yeah. But anyhow, there's no panic. There's no panic here by the Shamokin Indians. They've been through this. They've been through this before. They are resilient. They're not going to quit. They're going to play to the last second.
Absolutely.
Okay, on that clock. So, again, like you said, Connor, I think this first drive coming out in the second half here is going to be a key, not only for their mindset, but for their confidence, in that offense. So, we got to get something going here. They are a big play offense. They could score anywhere on the field. And,
it's just the adjustments. What adjustments did they make?
What adjustments are they going to make? Yep.
In that locker room. Jasper Sheps has mainly been doing it all for Juniata thus far. He has a 97-yard touchdown himself.
Yeah, that's number 11. Is that number 11?
That's Jasper Sheps, yeah.
Yeah, he has 3 catches for 125 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So, he has that 197-yard touchdown, and he had and he has a second touchdown. Number 3 is who is that? That's Connor Borman. The split end, he has 2 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown. Alrighty, but what surprises me is that Juniata has 3 touchdowns via the pass, and nobody expected that, from Juniata. Everybody expected them to come in and try to run the ball against the Shamokin Indians, and they're actually killing us, with the pass here. So.
First thing you said to me tonight, Joe, when I walked into the booth is that Juniata runs a lot. But like you said, they have all 3 touchdowns in the air tonight. Indians weren't prepared or expecting Juniata to come out and pass as much as they are, but Wyatt Ehrenzeller, the senior quarterback, he's made some pretty great throws so far.
Some really good football plays. Absolutely. Yep. So and when we looked at their stats, from last week's win against Bellefonte, they had like 6 or 7 guys all involved in the offense that were running the football. So, I mean, I think the game plan was to take their running game away. Unfortunately, they hit some long pass plays on us, but I'm sure we're going to make that adjustment at halftime, and we're going to settle in here, and I'm expecting a big half here out of our Shamokin Indians.
We can only hope as the District 4 champions and District 6 champions meet for the opening round, the PIAA state playoffs, right here at Kemp Memorial Stadium in Cole Township, Pennsylvania. It's a cool night tonight, 47 degrees.
Yeah, the winner of this game plays a team from down in District 11, I guess.
Southern Lehigh.
Southern Lehigh. I don't know if you had a chance to see that game last night on TV.
I did not.
It was on the Service Electric channel from the Lehigh Valley. I had a chance to watch that, and whichever one of these teams gets to face that team, they're gonna have a good challenge.
They're off their hands
full
full
for nice
for
ball
sure.
club. They're
Absolutely.
a nice ball club.
But now we get ready to start the second half. Indians start with the ball in some uncharted territory, trailing 21-7. Juniata has come out and shocked the Shamokin faithful. They lead at 21-7. We got a whole nother half of football to play. Pencil is back deep to receive it. Here's Lopez to boot it away. It's a squib kick, and it looks like it was an onside, and Juniata says they have it, and they do.
What a way to start the second half. I'm sure not the way the Shamokin Indians drew this up. I really don't think that was a planned onside kick. I mean, other than the first kickoff where they kicked deep to Chase Pencil when he almost broke it, they've been squibbing it, and I think that was a squib kick that just went to the right to one of the front guys up there. And
it looks like Bell. Looked like it bounced off a bell.
Kind of caught him off guard a little bit.
So now Aaron Zeller, one play into the second half, he's got Sheps down the sideline, caught for the touchdown. Juniata Indians, 51 yards, one play. Wow. After the recovery on the squib kick that bounced off an Indians player, they recovered it. Aaron Zeller finds Sheps for 51 yards. And Juniata in one play extends its lead. And Lopez is on to kick the extra point. Can you believe that?
Just like that, Connor. It started off with a kickoff. You said it went off, Andre Bell. And I think he was kind of...
Lopez's PAT is no good. He just missed to the right. Nonetheless, Juniata extends its lead. Wow. Shocked, I think, at this point is an understatement. We saw Jersey Shore do the same thing last Friday night where they squib kicked it and then they recovered it.
Yeah, again, I don't think it was a planned onside kick. I think it was just another squib kick like they have been doing the last couple times that they kicked off. They're not kicking it deep to Chase Pencil, but it kind of, and again, I'm trying to get a who's on that front line that it could have bounced off of. But regardless, the very first play they came back with that same play, kind of caught Andre Bell. The same way they caught Bickert a couple times in that first half. And receivers made the play on it and scored the touchdown.
So that
is again.
They did it again, but it's recovered, looks like, by Caden Parker. So that sequence right there may have just turned this second half upside down, this game upside down. Indians came out expecting the ball, expecting to start with the ball in the second half, but Juniata pulls out a trick and continues to pour it on here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. And they almost just did it again.
They did the exact same thing, Connor. You're exactly right. And I think that front guy kind of had to move out of the way a little bit.
Here's Steele looking for an open receiver. It looks like Pencil was hold. He's looking for a flag. Instead, Steele's going to keep it. He's got a big gain. He cuts it back to the middle of the field, and he's down inside Juniata territory. He points forward to move the chains. What a good run there by Logan Steele.
Absolutely, great run. I think all started, it looked like there was a little miscommunication there between Logan and Chase Pencil. I think that he wanted Chase Pencil on the quick hitch route there, and then Chase Pencil took off, and the guy kind of hugged him a little bit, going down the field. Chase Pencil wanted to hold, but then Logan Steele made a great run on the play.
1st and 10 in Juniata territory. Here's Gink for about a gain of 4 or 5. So now Indians offense moving down 27-7.
Yeah, trying to get Jay Skink a little untracked here for the second half. That's a good start for him. A tough 4-yard gain.
2nd and 6 from the Juniata 43. We're just over a minute into the second half, and Juniata has a touchdown already. Here's Steele, takes the snap, screen to Pencil. Pencil trying to make a move. He stiff arms to the outside, to the sideline, and he's wrapped up. Looks like he stepped out of bounds. Indians fans are screaming for a penalty, but I didn't see anything, Joe.
It's hard to hear the whistle up here, if the whistle did blow.
I mean, number 6, that's Jaden Nealman for Juniata. He kind of suplexed Pencil a little bit. No call. Gain of 4, 3rd and 2. Steele takes a snap, hands off to Gink. Gink being patient, and he's got a first down and more as the Juniata pile pushed him ahead for a couple more yards. Gink gets down to the 26.
Yeah, way to go, Jay Skink. Finally getting on track. He made a great cutback, on that play. Was probably going to get stopped for a minimum gauge, but actually moved forward for about a 12-yard gain. I mean, not to underestimate this drive, Connor, but I think this is essential that we get a score here on this drive.
Steele takes a snap, fires, and that was behind Ben Delbo. Another miscue for the Indians.
Yeah, I think
on the same page.
Again, I think there was a little miscommunication there between Ben Delbaugh and Logan Steele. It looked like the same play that happened a couple plays before with Chase Pencil.
Steele takes the snap. Gink up the gut, has a couple yards, and he turns a minimal gain into a big gain. Looks like he got 7 or 8. Indians offense continues to drive. Gink out, Clinton in.
Yep. Jace is coming out running like he's possessed right now this half. Okay, they're getting Zakim in there to give him a little change of pace, but Jay Skink really came out this half really determined to get this thing going.
3rd and 2. Here's Clinton. He's got the first down and more, and he almost broke that tackle and took it for a touchdown. He's brought down by Aaron Zeller, and it extends this drive. Another first down for the Indians. Good run there by Clinton.
Absolutely. 1st and goal now for the Indians. And again, it's not a give me, but we gotta.
Here's Clinton. This time he's stacked up for a short gain. Brought down by big number 78, Hunter Erb. He's 5'11", 330 pounds. He's a senior. And now Clinton is limping off the field.
Yeah, very gingerly, Connor. Yeah.
Not good.
I mean, he's not getting any help getting off the field. He's coming out on his own power, but he's really walking gingerly on that ankle. But this is where the Indians struggled all night, inside the 10-yard line.
Inside the red zone, yeah, and especially the 10. 2nd and 8. Gink back in there. Clinton out. Steele takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, fires, and there's a flag. Looks like they're finally going to get a pass interference on Pencil. Whew.
Yeah, they actually grabbed Chase getting out into the flat. I don't think it's going to be an interference penalty, but it's going to be a hold. It's going to be an automatic first down for the Indians.
So it's holding. Pencil, after some questionable no calls so far, gets the call that time. It's going to move the Indians closer with a first down.
Yeah, that should be an automatic first down.
Half a distance to the goal and an automatic first down. It's first and goal from the
4-yard line.
Indians were in this position before earlier in this game. And Juniata stood them up at the 1-yard line. Stood Zakem Clinton up at the 1-yard line. So tough to do. Gink's in there, first and goal from the 4. Steele takes the snap. He's going to take it himself. Up the middle, he slips one tackle, and he's taken down, met by a host of Juniata Indians. Looks like Christian Lopez, 5'9", 255-pound junior, was the first to take him down. Was it? I don't think it was an automatic first down. The scoreboard reads third down right now. So that was second down. The scoreboard said first.
It sure did.
But now it's 3rd and 3. Steele takes the snap. He's going to roll to the left. Looking to do it with his legs. Steele taking it himself. And he breaks one tackle, and he looks like he lost the ball.
The football.
And Juniata saying they have it once again. And they do.
Yes, Juniata has the football. Steele fumbled down at
wow.
1 yard, trying to get a little bit extra.
You know, it's hard when they're on that side of the field and there's all those bodies there together. But Steele, it looked like he tried to cut it back, but instead lost the ball. And that's another turnover for the Indians.
Inside the 10-yard, inside the 5-yard line, Connor. Inside the 5-yard line. When the Indians look back at this football game.
That is huge for Juniata.
1st and 10 from the 1. Steele fumbled it on the 1. Aaron Zeller takes it himself. They're pushing the pile, and it looks like he got to the 5 or 6 yard line. Good run by Aaron Zeller for some breathing room. But wow.
What a turn of events. What a turn of events. Twice on the 1 yard line. Once we got turned away with stopping Zakem. And again, I thought that was a first and goal. They had it marked on the scoreboard first and goal. But that was a third down play. Logan Steele, really, I thought he was in.
I thought he was in too. It looked like he had it easily. 2nd and 6, gain of 4 from the 5. Aaron Zeller hands off. It looks like it's Piper. But it was Dowling for a short gain. If any, it's going to bring up 3rd down. Like you said, Joe, they're going to come back and look at the tape for this one and look at all the turnovers and the penalties.
And the missed opportunities kind of that they had inside, not only inside the red zone, but inside the 5 yard line, that they've had chances to score here.
Indians just beating themselves. Trailing 27-7 with 6:43 to play in the 3rd quarter. Aaron Zeller under center, takes the snap, he drops back to pass, fires down the middle, he's got a man, and it's intercepted by Logan Steele. So he makes up for that fumble, and the Indians get the ball right back inside the 40 of Juniata. What a great athletic play there by Logan Steele.
Nice play. We needed that. It was 3rd down. Kind of had the receiver out there, but Logan Steele made a great play on it.
So he
big
makes
stop, but again, the offense has got to get on track there.
Makes up for the fumble, gets the Indians the ball back, Shamokin the ball back. 1st and 10 from the 36 yard line of Juniata. So the Indians driving again. Been in this position too many times tonight, Joe. Steele takes the snap, fakes the handoff, he's back to pass, he fires over the middle, pencil goes up, and that one is intercepted. Jasper Sheps doing it on both sides of the ball tonight. He's got a multiple touchdown game, and as I mentioned earlier, he has a couple interceptions on the defensive side of the ball. One play into that drive, he's got another one.
I mean, it's just back and forth turnovers.
I'm flabbergasted, Connor. I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say.
I don't think there's any other word.
I really don't know what else to say here. Shamokin is just uncharacteristically.
Turnovers.
1st and 10 from the 1. Juniata once again back against the wall.
Looking for another quarterback sneak here probably to try to get out of the... No.
Aaron Zeller hands it off. And he's stopped right away. Short gain, if any. Trying to look for who it was. It looks like it was Piper that time. Lane Piper.
Who's coming off limping now? Who is that? That's Hornberger?
That's
Tanner
Hornberger, yeah.
19. He's coming off limping.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to.
He was the guy in there, I guess, that was replacing Ty Kurtz on the D line. Looks like Bobby Whitmer they replaced Hornberger with.
Shamokin now littered with injuries. We have to check on the status of Zakem Clinton. No gain on that last one. It's 2nd and 10 from the 1. Aaron Zeller keeps it. And he gets pushed forward.
Boy, he's close to a first down.
Very
there,
close
Connor.
to a first down.
They get a first down here. That's going to be a killer. That's really going to work on some clock here.
Unbelievable. They desperately need it, but they certainly want a first down here to get some breathing.
So now 3rd down and short. We're waiting to see the yards to go.
3rd down, they call it 1.
3rd and 1. Aaron Zeller, who was in push formation, ends up getting 9.
I think I'd run a quarterback sneak again.
Here is Aaron
There it
Zeller.
is.
Aaron Zeller, he does keep it, and he looks like
He's close.
it is close.
It worked the time before, why not run it again? You only need a yard,
And they got the
And
first
they
down.
do give him the first down. So now,
First down,
after being backed up in their own, next to their own end zone, Juniata
breathing room,
gets breathing room and more.
11 if not.
They're now out to the 11-yard line.
They get pinned back.
And a new set of downs.
And a new set of downs, more importantly.
Connor, which was more important. Yep.
So 1st and 10 from the 12. Juniata driving, chewing a lot of time off that clock. Clinton jumped, and that's going to be offsides on the Indians. Clinton is still in there. He must be.
Yeah, he
must
came
be all
back,
right.
I guess, to go onto the defensive side. So that ankle, they must have taped up that ankle.
Shamokin really needs to, now you feel a little bit of desperation now.
Connor Phoenix and Joe Haddock here in the booth. Tonight's live stream was sponsored by Forest Hills Fire Company. We thank you for making this live stream possible in this first round of the PIAA state playoffs.
Snap,
And the snap is going to go to,
first down and then some, takes it
looks
up to the
like
26-yard
that's
line.
Aaron Zeller. He kept it. Yeah.
Quarterback kept it. Again, they ran that several times tonight where they faked that inside reverse and the quarterback keeps it and
Right. And that's
took off on a big gain. And again, another fresh set of downs for Juniata.
here midway through this.
And, you know, we had such high hopes at the start of this quarter, Connor, you know,
Yeah.
hoping to get the ball right out of halftime, maybe take it down to score, get into this game. But now time is becoming a factor right
Inside handoff to Piper. He's got a lot of room, and Piper's got the Jets. He's out to midfield. He gets chopped down into Shamokin territory by Bicker, but Lane Piper
And they're in Shamokin.
with a gain of 26. And this Juniata offense continues to gain some big chunks. Lane Piper last week against Belfont in the 20-6 win
Now they're starting to get those big
rambled for 101 yards off 15 carries.
just what Shamokin wants to stop.
now.
Jasper Shep's out there.
The job Shamokin did stopping this running game for 2.5 quarters now is kind of working against them now a little bit because I know.
Here's Dowling. He's got a little bit of a lane to the right side, but he's brought down short of the first down. Looks like a gain of 6.
As long as they're moving like this on the ground, they are content keeping it on the ground here, Connor, and
Front now, they're starting to
they're really starting to
in the trenches.
take some minutes off the clock here, and they're moving the football besides.
I said Shamokin in uncharted territory at the start of this half now face a larger deficit, their biggest of the game, They were down 21. There's a flag.
Oh my God, they just gave him an automatic first down.
And an automatic first down.
Wow. So they pick up the first down.
And now Juniata is going to move the chains deeper in Shamokin territory, nursing a 27-7 lead here at Kemp Memorial Stadium versus the undefeated Shamokin Indians.
They started the half trailing
27-7.
And the drive continues.
Aaron Zeller's back there with Dowling. Aaron Zeller takes the snap. He's going to hand it off on the inside, and that play was blown up. Indians were ready for that one. He looks like he lost a yard there. That's number 31, Gage Harlan, going backwards.
Yeah, that time they ran the inside reverse. That's the play that the quarterback has been keeping on it all night, and Shamokin read it well and really threw him for, what, a 5-yard loss there.
We have an update. In the Danville-Lewisburg game, it's 14-9 Ironmen over the Green Dragons with a minute and a half. Wow, this was a fast quarter. Now just a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Juniata driving. Aaron Zeller takes the snap. He's going to hand it off on the inside to Piper. Piper is going to gain some of the yards back that they lost. Looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage. That's going to set up a 3rd and 10 now for Juniata. Clock continues to trickle here in the third quarter.
Yeah, until they run this play, it's going to be under a minute here to the third quarter.
Under a minute now. Juniata taking their time. They are in no hurry to snap this ball at all. 13 left on the clock to snap it. Trips right for Juniata. Aaron Zeller takes the snap, hands it off, fakes the handoff to Piper. Now he goes down the sideline for Sheps again, and that one falls incomplete. Bell and pencil on the coverage. Sheps, out of the many that he's caught tonight, I wouldn't have been surprised if he came down with that one as well. But luckily, it fell incomplete.
Yeah, 4th down, stops the clock.
With 34.6 to play in the third quarter. Wow, this third quarter flew by, Joe.
A lot of running, a lot of running, some turnovers this quarter, and this quarter did fly by.
On 4th and 12, Sheps, after dropping it, is going to punt it away. And it's a good high booming punt, and it takes a Shamokin bounce from the 5 to the 10, so looks like it trickled back to the 9, so that's where the Indians will start their next drive. And Joe, that seems like it's been the common theme tonight, is Shamokin getting the ball with a long field.
Yes.
I only remember about 3 or 4 possessions where they've started past their own 30 or 40, but it's been one of the storybooks of the night, is the long field Shamokin's had, the penalties, and the turnovers.
Yeah, if you even remember way back in that Athens game where Athens started the onside kick, started the game with the onside kick and gave the Shamokin Indians great field position, and they've had great field position. But tonight,
and it looks like they got Juniata to jump that time. Offsides. Encroachment, it looks like. It's going to move the ball up, so the Indians will get 5 yards on the penalty.
Yeah, Shamokin's been working against a long field all night, Connor. You're exactly right.
1st and 5 from the 14. Steele takes the snap, hands it off to Gink. Gink up the middle. Looks like he's very short of the first down. Looks like he got 4. No, he's good enough for the first down. He got about 6. And now that moves the chains for the Indians with 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock continues.
Let's see if they try to get another playoff here before the end of the quarter. They want to try to conserve, but I don't think they're going to be able to get it off.
8 seconds to play in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 20. Steele, they do get it off. Steele's going to keep it and go up the middle for about a gain of 1 or 2, and that is going to bring the third quarter to an end here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. The Juniata Indians, the champions of District 6, lead it 27-7 over the undefeated District 4 champion Shamokin Indians. Just complete and utter shock here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. It has not been the Indians' night.
Yeah, not the quarter we expected to have coming out of halftime. We had some high expectations for this team, and now, we're working on a long field here, Connor, to start the fourth quarter. The clock is going to become a big factor here, and again, we have big play capability, but things are just not going our way tonight.
So we head to the fourth quarter. Indians down 27-7. Last week was a miracle at Kemp Memorial, and that's what it's looking like it's going to take here in this one with 12 minutes left. Hopefully not the last 12 minutes of the year for Shamokin, but they need a quick strike here. 2nd and 8 for the Indians. They're going to start this drive.
Yeah, they did come out to support their Indians, and the Juniata.
They start this quarter with a 2nd and 8
Out here, but awfully quiet,
from the 22.
this game after being down.
So fourth quarter, PIAA state playoffs here at Kemp Memorial Stadium. 2nd and 8. Steele takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's going to fire down to the near sideline. Delbaugh, jump ball. He's got it. Never mind. It was jarred out at the last second. Just nobody having a great night for the Indians. That's Delbaugh again. We usually see him come down with those, but it came loose at the last second. As you watch here on the replay, it came out. Joe, this is a big 3rd and 8 here for Shamokin. Zakem Clinton is back in there. Steele takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Clinton. Clinton up the middle looking for a seam. Clinton's still going. He's breaking tackles, and Clinton is going to have the first down. And a Juniata player, number 84, Michael Harlow, came in at the last second and pushed Clinton ahead for another 2 or 3 yards. He was already good enough for the first down, but Juniata helped him out there a little bit.
Yeah, that's a big first down. That's a big first down carry for Zakim. Keeps the drive going here, keeps Shamokin hopes alive.
If you're just joining us, I'm Connor Phoenix with Coach Joe Haddock. Here's the handoff to Clinton up the middle. Makes a shifty move and getting shoved ahead. Another big gain for Zakem Clinton.
Another 13 yards for Zakem. He's got to be approaching that 1,000-yard. He had, what did he have at halftime? 59 here at
59.
halftime. He's got to be getting close.
Around 93, 94 to break 1,000.
And now, with 11 minutes and 12 seconds to play, Indians driving. They're on their own 48. Steele takes the snap. Here's Clinton again. Zakem Clinton up the middle, and he fumbled the ball again. And Juniata recovers it. Number 6, Jaden Nealman falls on it. And another turnover for Shamokin.
That could be the dagger. That could be the dagger, Connor.
Zakem Clinton,
who's been having a great night so far,
coughed it up. And Jaden Nealman, the 6', 170 linebacker, he's a junior, falls on it.
So we can't give him any first downs here, Connor. We got to get a 3 and out here if we're going to have any chance. All right, to get back in this football game.
Aaron Zeller takes the snap. He's back to pass. Now he's going to fire down the near sideline, and that one was nearly picked off by Bickert. And he looks like he was being held by Connor Borman, but no call. I don't know if I agree with that one there, Joe.
Tug on his jersey, you could see it. He's putting his shoulder pad back in now. It was tugged that hard by the receiver, so he couldn't intercept the football, and nothing.
And Indians fans, Shamokin Indians fans, are screaming for a penalty once again. 20-7 Juniata. coming off the 20-6 win over Belfont last Saturday night. Aaron Zeller hands off to Piper. Piper up the middle. He's got a big hole and a first down for Juniata into Shamokin territory. Looks like he got to the 42. He points ahead to move the chains.
Yeah, kind of surprised at that first play call, that Juniata ran there, to start this drive. I guess they don't want to be too conservative, but then they came right back to that running play and got a big first down, moved the chains.
Juniata moves the chains and allows them to chew more time off the clock. Shamokin running out of time here in the fourth quarter. That was Aaron Zeller keeping it. He faked the handoff to Aiden Dowling and he kept it. And he rambled ahead for a good gain. Looks like he got about 7.
And he came up gimpy there on that play, Connor. So, he's going to the sideline for the play, but he's limping off there pretty good. He made a great RPO play on that, kind of pulled the whole Shamokin defense in on that dive play, and he just took off.
And this is in a game where, after all the talk the past week, Shamokin was the heavy favorite. Just being shocked here tonight at Kent Memorial Stadium. Here's Piper, no gain. But you got to give credit to Juniata. They've made some big plays. They've made some nice throws. Their defense has been stellar. They were ready for everything Shamokin threw at them.
Exactly. Yep.
And you got to give them credit.
They just played a lot of mistake-free football and made the plays when they've had to make the plays. I think they're in 4-down territory here, but the Shamokin needs to stop right here.
Aaron Zeller hands it off to Dowling. Dowling to the left side. He looks like he got close to the first down, and it depends on the spot. Looks like he's short, so that's going to bring up
probably less than a yard that he needs for that first down, unless they're going to measure it here, Connor. Yeah, it looks like they're going to measure it.
Chain gang.
My God, the ball's right over there by the chain.
Nice cut there by Aiden Dowling. Got another positive gain for Juniata.
Ain't going to take much of a measurement. They're right there by the sticks.
Yeah. But this is something we haven't seen all year, Joe. Something we're unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
But let's see the spot here. Looks
They're
like
6 inches away from the first down. I'm looking for that quarterback sneak again that they've been very successful with all night.
27-7 Juniata. But the Indians of Juniata looking at a 4th and about
so 4th and inches. He is a little short, it looks like.
He's got to start thinking about using some timeouts to stop the clock. I know there's 8:53 up there yet, but still they're down 3 scores.
And let's
They're
see
having
what the
a
call is
problem
here.
where they're marking this at, huh?
In the second half, and it was that funky kickoff that they recovered. Juniata
And he's going to be short. So 4th and inches
Looks
for
like he's
Juniata.
got to get to that line at the 33-yard line or 34-yard line. It looks like. That's how close he is to that first down.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer to go for it, the way their offense has been moving tonight.
They break the huddle. Double
Just
Juniata.
run this quarterback sneak.
Aaron Zeller up the middle. Looks like he has it, and he does.
Yep.
Moves the chains.
We haven't been able to stop it all night, Connor.
30-yard line. They'll have to set it down.
First down, Juniata.
Shamokin down.
Just chipping away at this clock. The clock is on their side.
Shamokin had that big lead.
Shamokin, though, it's running out on them.
I was listening to that game. I was working that evening and I tuned it in.
First and 10 from the 30. Juniata looking to extend its lead. Why not?
First down and 10 ball.
They came out firing. in both halves. Here's Aaron Zeller under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Piper. Piper up the middle, looks to break a couple tackles, and he's taken down by Logan Steele. Good tackle by Logan Steele. Couple yards there for Piper.
Down to the 26-yard line. Looks like a gain of 4 yards.
Gain of 4. And Juniata.
We're almost halfway through this fourth quarter, and I think it's time to. I think
Chipping
it's
away.
panic time. Yeah.
Yep. I'd have to agree. This is unprecedented situation for this Shamokin Indian squad. Everything they've seen this year and everything they've been through, this is new. Aaron Zeller motions and gives to Dowling. Dowling is met right
Nice
away
play.
for
Yep.
no gain. That's going to bring up 3rd down for Juniata. I mean, Joe, you're in the state playoffs. I mean, no team can get overlooked at this point in the season, but I don't know. I just think Shamokin just came out a little unprepared tonight.
Well, not so much unprepared, maybe just a little bit overconfident, with themselves. It's good to play with a lot of confidence, which they have, all season, but they just made too many uncharacteristic, mistakes tonight.
Aaron Zeller hands it off. Piper again. Piper's met. Short gain, if any, on a 3rd and 6. But Juniata, I mean, looking at their schedule, they've lost to Selinsgrove, Line Mountain, and one other team. I'll get that for
That
you
was
here.
Greencastle, I think.
Greencastle, yeah. That sounds right.
So on a stop here, they're probably still going to.
Selinsgrove, Line Mountain, and Greencastle, Antrim.
But you hit the nail on the head, Connor. Once you get to this level of football, there are no give-me's,
No.
in this game. They are the District 6 champions for a reason. I don't care who they played. They're still 8-3. Beat a lot of quality opponents, and the thing of it is, they came out here tonight to play some football. And you know what? Regardless of what happens tonight, it's not to take anything away from Shamokin's season. It's not looking good right now. We're halfway through the fourth quarter here. They've had a very historical season. They checked off a lot of boxes this year. They won the Heartland Conference. They are undefeated going into tonight. They beat Mount Carmel, won the District 4 title. They have a lot to be proud of, with tonight's season. But
Yeah.
nothing to take away from what Shamokin accomplished. I think this is going to hurt for a long time. I think this was a game they expected to win. It's just not looking good right now.
Like I stated before the game, the winner of this one will go on to face Southern Lehigh next weekend. Southern Lehigh defeated Bethlehem Catholic last evening 28-7. So the winner gets the right to play them. And Joe, it's surreal seeing Shamokin still playing football, whereas Mount Carmel and Southern are both done.
Both done, right?
Aaron Zeller hands it off to Dowling, and Dowling comes out of the pile.
I think we got him a little short.
Short little
I think we
gain,
made
and
the stop. So
it's going to be a turnover on
there's
downs.
still a glimmer of hope here. Still a glimmer of hope, but somebody's got to step up and make a big play here.
And I'm trying to find.
I'm kind of looking for Isaac Glover out here. He came out in that last defensive series limping a little bit. It looks like he went back in because Ty Kurtz is the backup center.
Yeah.
And obviously he's out, tonight. But it looks like Isaac did go back into the football game, but it looks like he's struggling a little bit.
We have an update in the District 4 Class 3A football championship. Lewisburg with 9 minutes and 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter has the lead over Danville, 17-14. As mentioned earlier, this Lewisburg team, they just beat the brakes off of Mount Carmel last weekend and are giving Danville a run for their money.
Good for Lewisburg. When we were kind of sitting around and talking, we just thought Danville was going to have too many weapons, for Lewisburg. But Lewisburg just has not gotten the respect and the credit that they deserve during this football season. You know, since they played Shamokin and we saw them play Shamokin, how they gave us fits that night, they made believers in me that night, and they've played excellent football since.
1st and 10 from the Indians. We're more than halfway through this 4th quarter.
Yep. Delbaugh's one-on-one out here with this safety. Look for Logan Steele to go to Benny Delbaugh. Oh, there's that middle screen.
There's the Juniata screen to Chase Pencil, and he's met after about a gain of 4 or 5. The Juniata screen versus Juniata.
What was the chance that going for a second touchdown tonight?
That's what you've been calling it the past couple of weeks, Joe.
The Juniata screen.
That's what it is.
That's the name of it. Yeah. I mean, Coach Carm named that play back in the day, back when he coached. And Mark used to run it when he was a quarterback.
Steele, quick throw to Delbo. Delbo down the sideline. He's pushed out of bounds at the 40. Good enough for the first down.
He got out of bounds to stop the clock. Keep moving the change. Get the ball downfield. Try to get a score here. And see what happens.
Like we said, Shamokin, this is the last game at Kemp Memorial Stadium, but with that clock continuing to tick, they're running out of time. Steele rolling to the right. Now he's under pressure. Fires downfield, and it looks like it was tipped. It was. It's incomplete.
It looks like it was tipped at the line of scrimmage there, Connor.
27-7. The Juniata Indians have came in here and utilized a fast start and didn't look back. I mean, we didn't know how good they were coming into this one, Joe. We never see this team. The only thing we have on them is the one common opponent in Selinsgrove.
And listen, you gotta give them a lot of respect for the game that they gave Selinsgrove.
Yeah.
Selinsgrove is not an easy team to play. They played them tooth and nail, but lost 14-6.
Steele inside handoff to Gink. Here comes Gink. He's got a big lane. He's down the sideline into Juniata territory, down at the 42 of Juniata. But they're a tough team. They are a tough team, and they proved it here tonight. Nice run by Jace Gink, probably one of the biggest we've seen in this game from an Indians running back. Here's Gink. This time he's met right away. Taken down by, trying to get a number, 51, Wyatt Dissinger. Dissinger, he's a 5'11", 225-pound senior. Gink just ran into a brick wall.
Brick wall on that play, yeah. I mean, sooner or later, we're going to have to start throwing this football up a little bit. We can't count on this running game. There's just not enough time on that clock.
2nd and 9, inside handoff to Pencil. He's met right away, corralled by 4 Juniata Indians. Looks like it was Conrad Long there first to greet him. It's going to bring up a 3rd down for Shamokin. With 4:16 to play in this one.
I didn't see a flag thrown.
I didn't see a flag thrown either, but it looks like they're either going to.
It does stop the clock, however.
They're going to get somebody.
There's Steele back out there. Down 27-7. 3rd and 9. Let's see what the confusion about
is
about
discussing
down here on
if
the
it
field.
was a dead ball foul or not. Looks like Juniata was signaling to refuse the penalty to get the 4th down.
Mm-hmm.
But it must have been a dead ball foul, so they're gonna mark it off.
Yeah, that's gonna back Shamokin all the way up to their own 43-yard line now. In a game where nothing's gone their way, that just adds salt to the wound. Danville retakes the lead. They're up 21-17 over Lewisburg. What a clash.
Wow.
For the District 4 Class 3A football championship.
Delmont is in the slot
4:28 left in that one
for Shamokin
between
split
Danville and Lewisburg.
What was that score again, Connor?
21-17 Ironman with 4.5 left.
21-17 Ironman.
Yep.
sidecar.
It looks like they're going to get a heavy dose of Davis here down the stretch.
Will be Gink.
Pencil in motion. Steele
Left to right.
takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's going to fire deep down the field in way out of reach of Ben Delbo. Incomplete.
Just a little bit too far, but it does stop the clock with 4:04 to go.
So now
For all intents and purposes here, Connor, 4th down and 24, 4 minutes left in the football game.
4:04 to score 3 times.
This is probably their last chance.
I mean, stranger things have happened, I guess, but
and you know, after the season they've had, you hate to see it
It's
end
just a
this
little
way.
disappointing. Yeah,
It's
just
a little disappointing, absolutely. But they proved a lot of people wrong this year. Checked off a lot of boxes, as you said. Got the coal bucket back.
Left side here.
Beat Jersey Shore twice.
Now Shamokin's gonna take
Yeah.
a timeout.
Again, nothing to take away from what the Indians accomplished this season.
In 30 seconds.
But
I know it's going to come to a disappointing end tonight, but the Shamokin Indians still had a great season. My hat off to Juniata. They came in here well prepared for this football game, gave it all they had, and made the plays that they needed to play. And my hat's off to them. My hat's off to them.
They played a
Good
great
luck
ball
to 'em.
game.
Yeah, good luck to them next week.
92-0.
number 11, Jasper Sheps, was the catalyst in this one. He popped off. Pair of touchdowns.
Sports.net, Bill 95.3 WBL.
He's also the punter. Has an interception on the defensive side of the ball. Plays that safety position well.
Chiropractic.
Listen, that punter on that rugby-style kick kept Shamokin in the hole all night.
Yep, that was.
My hat's off to him.
Now is pencil right to left, looking.
Here's
Left now, looking,
Steele.
still in the pressure.
Now he's going to dance a little bit. Steele still looking, being chased. Steele has a little bit of a lane now. He's going to fire downfield. We've seen this play last week, and that one was broken up, and no flag.
Nope.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Looking to get it to Caden Parker that time,
Parker was the intended receiver.
and it's a turnover on downs. Juniata gets the ball back. 3:48 to play.
Take off running, at least get the first down, run out of bounds.
Yeah.
Didn't do that, but
And hats off to
3:48
To the
now.
Juniata Indians.
the Juniata
Yeah.
Indians. They played a great ball game tonight. No one's taking anything away from them.
The first down if you had run the football.
You know, it's the state playoffs.
Right. You got to come with your best. You got to come with your best shot. You know, each and every week now.
Starting to exit Kent Memorial.
3:48 to play. Fans are starting to hit the exits here at Kent Memorial Stadium.
Left and right, good field position for Juniata.
First and 10, Juniata from the Shamokin 43. Here's a handoff to Dowling. Dowling is taken down
And maybe
by Tanner Hornberger.
not make the line of scrimmage, but not much there. But it's accurate
And
now. It's just about time.
second down, and these Indian seniors, I mean,
Yeah, my hat's off to the
hats off to the seniors of Shamokin.
Yeah, and you know, they have a lot of returning players. They got all their, you know, a lot of their skill players back. Logan Steele is only going to get bigger and better, you know, next year. Both running backs with Zakim and Gink and Jace Gink are back. 3 linemen are coming back next
Yep.
year. So,
Yep.
you know, the future is still bright for these guys.
Snap, give, left
And the
side.
handoff to looks like Piper, and he's taken down
I think he's got a first down.
after the first down.
And I think that's going to be it.
And that pretty much will put this one in the bank.
That might do it here at Kent Memorial Stadium
Tell you what,
after the big run there by Piper.
Yeah, I don't know what the final stats are here, Connor. I'm not exactly sure how many turnovers we had tonight, how many big penalties we had tonight that messed up drives, but it wasn't Shamokin's best tonight. But
One right.
After that huge overtime win last weekend, the Indians
What a great year. It
are
was.
going to fall in this one.
Indians. I mean,
2.5 to
like you
play.
said, Greg, from our initial
That was big 44 Josh Nace up the middle.
I wasn't there. I'm sure there was a lot of talk.
And
6-4.
clock continues to run. Juniata is just going to wind it down here. That first down may be the sealer, Joe. I think it is the sealer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's the last nail in the coffin here. We're approaching 2 minutes left in this football game. And, again, not to take anything away from the Shamokin's accomplishments, this year, but I know it's going to sting a little bit for Coach Persing and their staff.
Here's the pitch to Gage Harlan, and he's brought down. First to meet him there was Ryan Bickert.
That ball was on the ground there for a second, but it was recovered by Juniata.
1:30 to play.
Looks like it's immaterial here at this point.
Looks like he lost a couple on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. Or 12, excuse me.
Coach Persing is going to hopefully keep the excitement going into this football program. He's got great numbers this year. He's got a lot of kids coming back on next year's football team.
A lot of kids coming back.
All right, and
hopefully we'll be back here next year, Joe. And on the handoff, that's Isaac Ramirez.
Well, I guess we don't have to worry about broadcasting next week. Not exactly sure where we want to broadcast.
It's been a good 3 weeks.
It has been.
It's been a great 3 weeks.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure working with you. This has been a lot of fun. First time I ever done it. I've been riding your coattails here for 3 weeks. You've done a great job on this thing. I've enjoyed it immensely.
Of course, it's more fun when the result is different.
It is different, but
this is Shamokin Area TV. We are Shamokin fans, I guess you can call us.
Absolutely.
I'm an alumni. I'm an alumnus. You're an alumnus.
I'm an alumnus. All 4 boys are my alumnus, and we're Shamokin proud, and we're very proud of this Shamokin team. Regardless of the outcome tonight. Regardless of the outcome tonight, we're still Shamokin proud.
So Kurt Kondo and his 16 assistant coaches come into Kent Memorial Stadium and knock off the undefeated Shamokin Indians to put an end to their phenomenal season. Absolutely nothing to be upset about. It's, they brought the Cold Bucket back. They brought a District 4 championship back. I'm Connor Phoenix with Joe Haddock. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight.
It's been a real pleasure, Connor. Thank you so much.
8.2 seconds. This looks like it'll be the last play of the game.
Looks like he's going to try to run around with it here for... They're going to try to let it roll here.
Into the end zone it does.
And the clock will run out.
And they're going to let the clock run down, and that is going to do it.
Yep.
The Juniata Indians come into Cole Township and Kent Memorial Stadium and knock off the unbeaten Shamokin Indians in the first round of the PIAA state playoffs. This one's going to be talked about for a while. But Juniata is walking away with the victory and will face Southern Lehigh next weekend in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's something for them to build on for next year. They showed how good they can be. They showed how resilient they can be. And I think this loss is going to sting a while, but I think it's going to be a good learning, a good learning lesson for them. So nothing to take away from them. They had a great season. 12-1 is nothing to sneeze about.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all.
But it's been a great year, and it's been a pleasure working with you, Connor. Thank you so much. It's been a great year.
Been a pleasure working with you, Joe. Thank you. These were fun. Our player of the game is Jasper Sheps, wide receiver of Juniata. And the Juniata Indians are moving on to face Southern Lehigh. Folks, this has been a privilege, and this is going to do it for the 2024 season here at Cole Township. Indians finish 12-1. They lose at 27-7 to the Juniata Indians. I'm Connor Phoenix, joined by Joe Haddock.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Connor.
We'll see you next year.
See you next year.
Thank you, Forest Hills, for sponsoring this live stream. Good night, everybody.
Program that works better.